Yeah, hi. Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Good morning,
Okay,
sir.
okay, okay. So today's session, we will continue the practice assignment for 7 week. I think so. Last time it was not completed. So let me share my screen. Okay. Okay. So can anyone confirm how many questions have done in the last week in practice assignment on the VM? So we have. Second. Slash okay. PT slash CS 1102. Hmm. So we have these number of practice assignment in that practice 7.1 A, B, C, then 2, 3, 4, 2, 9, 7.9. So I'm not sure these are completed till 7.3 or 7.4. If anybody know,
Sir, I think it was 7.2.
7.2 are
Yeah,
completed.
yeah.
Okay. So we will continue with this 7.3 then. Okay. So let's start with. So as you know that we have to enter to our folder. So let me clear this. Hmm. So CD that we have CS1102 folder. So we are moving to this. After that, I've already created the folder for the problem. So you can see. So you can see 7.1A to 7.9, all folders I have already created. If you have not created, so created this, okay? Because last time we always enter into the problem name folder, then we can only see the problem statements. So this is the same process. So we will also use in the OPP exam. So please follow this. Please remember this, okay? So do not mistake in the OPP exam also to execute the code. So we'll move to the practice 7.3. Okay. So practice and 7.3. Now we have entered this. So let me clear this. Hmm. Now our command will run from this location. Okay. So saying so. Okay. So now you can see this is the problem statement we have. And what is the problem statement? Write a bash script named script.sh. The script takes two arguments. Okay, so the here we are not reading the input from the that is as a standard input. Here we are passing the argument to the script. Check if both the arguments are positive integer, then print their sum. Else concatenate the strings value in the both of the arguments and print the combined strings. So I think the similar question we have this 7.2 also, where we are just we are adding the value. We are not this concatenate the strings if these are not positive integer. Okay. So as our main task is create a script.h. Sorry. Okay. So we will create this file. So script dot sh. We are opening this in vi, and after that we will write a script for this. So as you know that we will write the main command, so that has, sorry, insert mode, then has this not, and slash bin slash s. Okay. So after this we will write the command. So first thing is as per our question, if our argument positive integer, okay, so then we will print the sum. Otherwise we will combine both argument and print. So to check the our input numbers are positive integers or not. So we will write a condition here, so that if condition, and we will write this expression into this box because this is more advanced for the expression. So okay, so as we are reading the arguments, okay, so arguments comes we can access through this $1 and $2 like this. So we have two arguments, so $1 and $2, we will read these arguments. So in the condition also we will use. So $1 argument, if it is greater than, so greater than we can write like this GT. If this is greater than 0, so this is the first condition we, and we will write a second condition. So second condition is similar to this for the second argument. So that $2, and if this is greater than 0. Okay. So both conditions are written. Now, then we'll do. Okay, sorry. So then what we will do, we will just calculate the sum of these. So we will just write a variable sum equal to, and we will write this expression to add both. Okay. uh this is simple, so simple like $1 plus $2. Okay, so this is the first step, and then print this echo and dollar. So okay, now else part. So else part is simple combine or concatenate this two arguments. So that we will just can write simply. We can take the variable like combine equal to, and we can write like this $1 and $2. Okay, this.
And
So
the
this will be,
spaces between variable is not allowed. Equal to and that space.
yes, yes, correct, correct, correct. Hmm, thanks. Okay, so now this is combined. This combined variable. So echo and that combined. That the same dollar. Okay, so now our condition will terminate. So fi. So this become a code for this. I hope this step, all steps are clear for this. We are checking both condition. If both are greater than 0, means both are positive integer. And then we are adding, otherwise we are combining. So let's run check this by saving. So just run this command. So that is /script. Okay, first we have to give the permission for this. Mod and let's 7.5 and script. So we have give the execution permission. Okay, and then we will run this. So then script, and we can check some arguments like 2, 3. So what it is giving output 5. Okay, and let's check with the other argument something. So like -3 or something 2. See what it is coming. So -3, 2. Yeah, it is combining. Okay, so output are coming as expected. So we will run this. So you know that sync well. So okay, so this is passing our test case also. Okay, this is the first. This is the solution for practice 7.3. So I hope you can see the solution code again. Okay, so you can see this. You can note down this, or you can take the screenshot of this. So I hope this is clear. Shall we move to the next?
Okay, sir.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so let's move to the next. Back to our main folder and move to the next folder. Practice 7.4. Okay. Now synchroso. So this is the problem 4. Write a bash script named script.sh. Same file we will create that accept a file path as an argument. Okay, so one argument we are reading that is the file path and checks if that exists and is readable. Okay, so by the current user and prints the output as below. Okay, so we are checking that if file exists or readable properly. So print does not exist on standard error and return with error code 1 if the file does not exist at the given path. Okay, so again print not readable on standard error and return with error code 2 if the file is not readable by the current user. Okay, and last is woho if the file exists and is readable too. So these three conditions are given based on the our file existence and readable uh, checking, and we are printing some message based on these condition checking. Okay, so that means three conditions are there. So we can use our if elif or this else block. So this is given in the note. So this is structure you can use to solve this on our file condition checking. Okay, so okay, fine. So let's create the, so our message does not exist, not readable, and woho. Okay, in the capital letter. Okay. So let's create a new file here. So same script dot sh. Okay, so let's slash bin slash bash. Okay. So now things are because the one argument. So we will read as a $1 in our conditions, and we will check if that exists, that is readable or not. So again, if else structure we will follow here. So if then we will use the condition if not exist. So not exist, we can use this dash e. Okay, so this represent if file is not exist. Okay, so file actually, so we will provide the path for this. So we can pass this $1. So this is the argument value. So argument contains the path. So we are checking that path is exist or not in our condition. Okay. Yes, someone raised the hand. Please open your mic and I'm not able to see. What? Okay. Anyone raise the hand? Okay. Okay, so then condition is done. So then and we will write steps. So this is the condition if file not exist. So what is our message? Does not exist. Simple print echo does not exist. Okay, this is the message, and this message should be passed into as a standard error. Okay, so that we will pass into standard error. So as you know that this is the redirection steps. So to standard error. Okay, and then exit with code 1 according to the person. So this is the first condition. Then we will the elif and second condition. So second condition is if that path file is exist but not readable. Okay, so that will check the as a second condition. So same thing, we will write like this, not, and this time we will use minus the dash r. Okay, so this is for if not readable. Okay, we are using this not exclamation sign, and the same path we will pass. So that $1. Okay, and same thing. So then not there. No. Sorry. So then again echo and and not readable. Not readable. Okay, so this is again we will pass redirect to as a standard error. So that and condition and 2. And this time exit code is 2. And last condition is else. So that we will pass simple echo that oh, oh okay, so this is the simple message. So and we will finish this. Okay, sorry. F5. So this conditional statement is complete. Let's save this and let's test this. So I'm running the eval here. Okay, so our test cases are passed. Okay, so let's open again that. Okay, so this is the conditional statement. We can write the programming language. We write this if else thing, similar type of here. We can also write. So this is 7.4 solution. Query in this steps.
Yes, sir. So, what is the meaning of here, like dash E and dash R?
E is just checked if that file is exist or not on the given path. So this exist means, and we are checking this as a exclamation sign. So exclamation means we are checking that if not exist. So dash E means checking the existence. Dash R means checking the readability. Okay, but we are just checking the reverse condition, that negative condition. So because we are using this exclamation sign. If file not exists, then we are printing this. If file not readable, then we are print not readable otherwise. So last condition is remaining if file exists and readable also. So then we are printing echo. Oh.
And sir, why we are writing and two at the last of both these two statements?
This is some that redirection steps. What type of where we actually passing our error. Okay, so this is I think topic of week 3 or week 2. We have discussed this redirections. If you're not aware, you can recap or you can visit that redirection topic. So how we can pass our output into a file, how we can pass our error into a file or as a standard output, as a standard input like this. There are multiple way to redirection where we use these terms actually. Okay, just recap the redirection topic in the previous weeks. So where all the steps are discussed.
Okay, sir.
regarding this.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay, so let's move to the next problem, 7.5. Okay, CD practice 7.5. Okay, synchro. Sorry, so. Okay, so this is the next problem. And this is write a bash script in script.sh file that takes an argument which takes a positive integer as our argument and prints it in reverse order. For example, if the input is 3, output should be that 2, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we are reading, so we are taking the argument and that contains the positive integer, maybe multiple digits, and we are reversing that digits. Okay, so this is our task here. So here actually, okay, we have to definitely use the loop because we don't know how many digits are there in the integers. Okay, so that we have to figure out that and based on that we have to use the loop. Okay, server which takes a positive integer and prints the things. Okay, so let's create the file, a script. dot sh. Okay, port and again ben windows ben slash this. Okay. So the input argument is positive integer. So I think no need to check this if this is a positive integer or not. I think it is not given that other condition is possible. So we can directly try the loop here. Okay, so how we can do? So for loop we can use here. So then inside the condition. So here we will take some variable. So that variable, as you know that in the C language also, so we takes the variable. So I equal to. So what we will do actually, what are our steps? So we will just take character by character. So we will just read character. Okay, and as a last digit, we will just read a last digit and we will append in our empty string. So we will an empty string also at the top. So reverse. So this is just as a output. So that is just a empty string initially. Okay, and we will just read a digit from the end. Okay, by the loop, and we will just append this digits in our reverse. Okay, so suppose 1 2 3 is there, so we will read 3 first and we will append into this reverse, so that 3 is become first character. Then we will second last digit, and then we will append in this, and then we will make our reverse output. So for this, so we require length of our that input. So that for the length of our input, so we can use this dollar, and then add this, and we will check the length. What is the length of this? So we can calculate by this #1. So it will provide our length. Index, actually, you know that index is basically is, uh, just keep as a one less. So generally we consider as a zero index as a first digit. So we will just reduce by 1, so -1 from this. So this will become a initial point for the loop. Okay, wherever I am starting. So I is starting from last digit, and it will reduce to 0. So that means our I is greater than equal to 0. So okay, so that is our condition. Let's make move this space. Okay, then I minus minus. So this every decrementing our. Okay, so then this become our for loop structure, and then we will do, and inside do, this is our appending process. So reverse equal to, and just append the things. Okay, so that we can write like this. So reversed, and inside this dollars, and we will use here dollar. Mhm. So inside this dollar, we will take argument as a 1. So we are taking the first value as a argument, and then not this that uh, and second is I. Okay, so because we are reading the ith digit, so that we are taking, and this colon is, this value is represent the length of the substring. Okay, so that things we are appending in our reverse. So our reverse things, so means we are taking our reversed strings as the first part, like this. After that second, this is just a appending, concatenate like this. Okay, so this part is just written as a dollar 1 means this is the argument first value. Colon I means which index digit we are reading. Okay, so which digit, and what length of strings we are extracting. One length we are extracting. Okay, so suppose 1 2 3 is there, so that means argument contains the 1 2 3, but I contains the last index 2. Okay, so that will read the length of one, actually one character. So 3 will be read, and that 3 will be concatenate with this reverse, this part. Okay, so that means it will become 3 will become a first character of this reverse string. So that's it done. So we can just complete our thing. So done. It's, okay, loop is completed. So we will need to print this echo and dollar reverse. Hmm. Okay, so this is the loop, for loop. We can write like this. Let's test this. So sorry.
Sir, can you explain that reverse thing again?
Okay. Okay, one second. Okay, so we have the variable of this reverse as a empty strings like this. Okay, and we are writing like condition reverse and equal to and dollar. Okay, dollar this and reverse. So this is just taking a what is the previous value we have in the string reverse, and the same time we are just concatenating the next part. Okay, so that is just containing a first value argument number and colon I and colon length. So this is the meaning of this three value in this. So this part is at the suppose this our variable this dollar this one, this is the argument actually, and this contain 1 2 3. Okay, so we are reading this argument as a strings. So index for this is 0 1 2 like this. Okay, so what we are doing, we are just first argument, this is a dollar. Okay, so dollar means one argument, this is the first argument. That means we are reading from this value. Okay, we are reading from this value, and ith is representing the index which we are taking from the for loop. So that is starting from 2 and I equal to 2, and that will move to I is greater than equal to 0, and every time it is now decrementing. So first I will take 2. Okay, so in this argument 1 colon 2 colon 1, this will become like this. Okay, so that means from argument 1 we are taking the second index value, this value. Okay, and what is the length of suffix string we are taking? Okay, so we are taking only one character length from this. If we will consider like as a 2, so that means if any other number is there 1 2 3 4, and we are taking from this index and length is 2, so that we extract this length, this complete part 3 4. But our task is just take one by one character from the last and append into the verse. So because of that, this length is actually given 1. So from that means from second index, only one character we are extracting from this value. That 3 will extract, and 3 will be append into this empty strings. This empty string. So empty, and then like empty and plus 3. So our reverse will become only 3 in the first step. Second, when I will become 2 1. Okay, because every time we are decrementing, so this condition will become that 1 colon 1 colon 1. Okay, so this we are just extracting this 2 digit. Okay, now already we have 3, so 3 like plus, and this is not a addition, it's just a concatenation, consider this. So and we are just extracting now 2, so 2 is now concatenate this. Okay, so this will become 3 2, this string. Now next time I will become 0, so this become 1 colon 0 colon 1 length. So 0 digit, this only 1, and this will append into this 1, and this will become 3 2 1 like this. Okay.
Okay, sir, get it. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so this is let's test this. So So first thing, our okay dot script, sorry, like 1 2 3, and we are getting 3 2 1. Okay, so synchro well. So yeah, our test case are pass. So it's done. I hope you have noted down the solution. Let's move to the next question. 7 points. So CD practice 7.6. Okay, synchro well or not well. So okay. Okay, so this time we have the print pattern. So I hope you have seen this type of pattern in course. Okay, or maybe Python. Okay, so write a bash script that file script.sh that accepts your argument say n and prints the below pattern for n line. Okay, so pattern is simple. We have n line. First line will contain 1 star. Line will contain 2 star. This like in this way. Fifth line will contain 5 stars. So it is incrementing. So this is like a triangle, and so that things we have already done with the help of two nested loop actually in our normal C language. All these things. Okay, because this is a two-dimensional pattern. First we have the rows, and second is in each rows we have some characters in each line, so that is representing column. Okay, so to handle this two-dimensional pattern we need at least two nested loop. So first outer loop will the lines number, and inner loop will handle the each line characters. Okay, so that we will make with the help of our script. So just create a script again here. So vi and script dot sh. Okay, so let's spin slash s. Okay. So argument we are taking as a so that will come in within the $1. So we like n equal to $1. So okay, this n we will directly use in our loop condition. So that will be taken inside the n variable. Now just write a loop. So for and okay, so just take the variable I equal to 1. Okay, so because we have total 5 lines, this is the initial point, and then I is less than equal to n. So this first loop is handling the line number. Okay, so that I is equal to 1 means we will work on the first line. Then I become 2, then we will work on the second line. So in this way, this loop is handling the line actually. So then I plus plus. Okay, so this become a first loop. Do inside this. Okay, so inside this again we will write a second loop. So second loop is for each line character. So in the first line 1 star should become, second line 2 stars should become. So that we will handle by the second inner loop. So we can take the another variable for this like j. So j, and this variable will be depend on outer loop I value. So why? Because the first line we are only printing the 1 star. So that means line number 1 1 star, line number 2 2 star. Okay, line number 3 3 stars. So that line number our this second inner loop will be depend on the our outer loop line number value. So that means we will start from 1, but this value should be uh, this j value should be less than equal to only I. Okay, So if I equal to 1, then this J loop will start from 1 and it will stop at 1. So that means only one time this inner loop will run to print the star. So in this loop, we will print the star actually. So then J plus plus. Okay. So if I equal to 2, so then J start from 1 and it will move to till 1, 2. Okay. So 1 and 2. So that means this inner loop will run 2 times. And how many times this inner loop is running, that number of time we will print our star. So okay, next time we just print this star. So to print this asterisk, this is a simple asterisk sign, but every time we so this is not a new line character here. So when this inner loop is running, each star should be printed into the same line. So that means echo generally move to the next line. If we continue print this echo, so echo, that cursor will move to the next line. So we have to stop that. So our star should be print into the same line, so that we can write as dash n. Okay. So it will actually prevent to move to the new line. So this star will print into the line in this loop. So now this loop is done. But after completion of this loop, so that means star printing is done in one complete line. Okay. So then we have to move to the second line to print the next line. Okay. So outside of this loop, we will just write a echo. Okay. So this is just as a moving to the next line only. So, and that part is also done. So this is the structure for this printing this asterisk. And let's see what output we will get. So save this and chmod script. Okay, and then run s script. And suppose we are taking this 5 argument, you can see we are getting this pattern. Okay, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star, like this. So this type of pattern you can print. Let's check this in Pro. If, okay, so all test is passed. So let's open another again. So this is the to print this pattern. Okay, so the logic things are approx similar to your normal code, but here some syntax are changed, commands are changed. Okay, so that we are following. Okay, I hope this is clear. Any query in this?
Sir, at the last, why you wrote echo? Because in echo there is nothing.
Nothing, but we have to move to the next line. Na? So after printing, inner J loop is actually printing the star in one line. So J loop is running for suppose I equal to 1. So J loop is running to 1 to 1. That means one time only. At that time, it is printing one asterisk. Okay. But after this is the first line. But after that, we need to move to the second line. Okay. So echo generally actually print one things. If we write like echo 2 times echo like print 1 echo 2, so that will come in the output 1 on 2, this in this way. So echo 1, this will print in one line, echo 2, this will print second line. Okay, but this star first line should be complete first. Okay, so in one line one star is there, and then we need to move to the next line. So we have to just print one echo, actually empty echo. So that will work like as a moving the cursor to the next second line. So in the second loop, when I will become 2, so J loop will 1 and then 2 times. At that time, echo is printing 1. So in the first iteration, echo will print 1 star. So that 1 star print, but next star should be print in the same line. So because of that, we use this dash n. So inside this J, our that echo should actually stay on the same line when this is printing the asterisks. Okay, it will, after printing, it will not, our cursor will not move to the next line. So again, when j loop will run for the one value, so it one star will be print. Again j for the this two value, so again a stick will print into the same line. Now loop is completed. So after that we have written one empty echo. So that means we are not printing anything, but echo is command is executed. So that means this will move to the next line, third line, for the next iteration, I equal to 3. So this here, this echo is just moving the cursor to the next line to for the next line printing. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So this is the solution for 7.6. Okay. 7.7. Let's save this. Okay. So CD and CD practice 7.7. Okay. So let me clear this. Intro. So okay, so this is very common program, you can see. Write a basic script in script.sh file that takes an integer argument and prints whether the number is not. If the number in the argument is prime number, the program must print prime, and if not, it must print not prime. Okay, so this is very common problem. So you have maybe done in another programming language. So similar type of things we have to do here. So okay, let's create a file. CI. Okay, script.sh. Sorry. I slash then slash. Okay. So according to the prime number definition, so any number which is less than 2, that is actually not. Okay. After that, from 2 number, so 2 is generally a prime, and greater than 2 we have to check. Okay. So greater than 2 we have to check that if that is divisible by 2 or not. So that is the step. So some that basic constraints we can complete by if conditions. So like this, if value is less than 2, then we can directly check in by if else condition, and for the remaining value we can run a loop for checking the divisibility, if that is divisible or not. So how we can write the condition? So that condition, first condition we are checking if our input value, is less than 2, so we will directly print not prime. Okay, so first thing, take the argument $1 in n, so that we have taken the argument in the n variable, and then write the condition if. Okay, so if our that argument value, so that dollar n. Okay, so let's take the strings. This we can take. Okay. If this value is less than, okay, so if this value is less than, so we can write LT. So if this value is less than 2, so if this condition is true, then we will write our output with the echo, that means not prime. Okay, so this is the first, and exit 0 fi. So this is the one condition we have taken here, And second condition, so like 2, or we can check greater than. Okay, 1 second. Logic we have to write. Okay, so let's like a loop for for hmm. So say we will run a loop here to checking. Okay. Hmm, okay, we are checking. Hmm. So just run a loop I equal to. So this time we are checking from the two values. So this is the first value, and we can use the condition like why we need to check from till n. We can also check till n. So suppose this is the basic code for this. So I is less than equal to uh, or less than n. Okay. So I think this is fine. Less than n. Hmm. And I plus plus. So this become a condition, and now just write it. Now checking the condition things. If our number actually n is not n, n. If n is divisible by I, okay. So that if so, how we make this expression? So dollar. So here, if n that percentile I, if this value we are getting, if this is not equal to not this okay, so if this is equal to, so we can write eq to 0. Okay, so if this is the calculation, okay, this is wrong actually. I, hmm, n percentile I. Hmm. We are dividing n by I, and I is running from 2 to less than n. So that means we are checking the division operation by the every value from 2 to less than n. If our n is completely divisible by that I means we have some factor for n. Okay, so if we are getting this equal to 0, so that means our number is not prime. Okay, so then can what do I discuss this? So echo not prime. Okay, and exit our code. Exit 0. Okay, and stop our loop. So first stop this condition and then done.
Sir, we have to break the loop, sir, because the loop run until the condition uh, matched.
No,
So we have to break the loop.
we are using exit, no? So exit will automatically
Exit
stop.
set the exit code only, sir.
Exit will stop the execution. It will return 0 to the compiler. Okay, let's check. So fi and done. And then we also need to uh, echo prime. The last step. Okay. Exit 0.
If you write down echo prime outside this condition, then it will print it every time. So we have to put in else parts.
Okay, let's test. I think you have exit generally in the normal coding. If we use the return things, return zero or only return things, that actually stop the steps. So let's test this. Okay. Okay. CH mod.
So you didn't corrected that last line. You have to put eco prime in else, as Rituraj said.
No, else we are not taking a else if like this. 1 second. So if you see this, code is totally running outside script. If we are condition, we are taking this if condition. First condition is totally, and inside this for loop only we are checking this if condition if it is divisible by 0. At that time we will print not prime and exit. This when this loop is done, suppose if this loop is done without exiting, okay, so in that case this last line will be print
But
according
sir, it's
to.
not in else, right? So this I'm will print every time.
No. So this else we cannot do. Okay, so suppose if any value is not divisible by 2, so in that case else part will be print inside the loop.
Okay, sir,
So
get
that is
it.
not the thing. Okay. Hmm.
Sir,
So
and
let's
if
test.
it is do it
One
first.
second, let me test this. Suppose we are checking for 7. 7 is a prime. Okay. Suppose we are checking for 6. 6 is not prime. Or let's suppose checking for 2. 2 is prime. And we are checking for 1. This is not prime. Any other you can think like say
9.
25. 25 is not prime. Okay. Yeah, 9 you can think. You can see we are getting the correct output, I think.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Okay. So exit actually stop the code. Exit is not a just a normal command. It actually stop the code with some indication like 0, 1, some indication to the operating system. So let's test this synchro. It's failed. For which input
Script.sh,
it?
you written down SCRPT, sir, but we have to write SCRIPT. File name, sir.
Oh, our file name is wrong. Okay. Okay. So how to rename the file name? So that is
By MV.
MV. MV na. So that SCRPT dot sh2 SCRIPT dot sh. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let's run this. Passed. Okay. So VI script. Yeah, so this is, I think, very basic logic for this prime number checking. Any query in this?
It means when we put exit in the code, it break the whole code and get out of the code
Yes, correct.
instead of just breaking the loop. Suppose we want to, if the
Uh,
loop breaks and we want to do something, then we don't do exit.
so break only used to just break the loop part, but exit actually stop the code at that point.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this is similar to your return statement in the function in another programming language. So if you put return at any point in your function, so your code will stop at that point.
Sir, but return will only get out
Return
of the
works
that
only for the
function part.
function actually, your function only. But exit is just indication for the exit uh, for the running actually.
Okay, sir.
When this code is running, so at that point, this code will stop at the exit.
Suppose if we use return part, then we have to put echo prime inside that loop part, outside
Uh,
loop, but with else condition.
this what you said? Can you repeat?
Sir, I said that if we use return part means if we use return 0, then break. No, sir,
Return
return.
is only used for the function,
Sorry, sir.
not the
Break,
normal
sir.
code.
Break a
Ah,
statement,
break.
sir.
Yeah.
Then we have to
Yes.
put that echo prime outside that else part. After breaking the loop,
Ha
we
ha
have to
ha.
put in else part.
So another thing, what you can take some variable. Okay. So you can take some variable, and that variable, if at any point if you found this factor, so what you can do, you can just assign your value, that not prime value, to on that variable and break. Okay. After that, check your variable if that, or just you can print that variable. Okay, so what variable you are getting that output. So there is multiple way to write a prime number checking code. This is just a using the at that point. In the normal code, you can take a another variable to store your result, and later just print your result finally. Okay, so that things you can do to change this. Okay, so I hope this is clear.
Sir, one more thing. Instead of dividing with whole number from 2 to till that number, we can increase with that number part also. No?
Where you're saying
In loop part, sir, in for loop. In
uh,
here we divide from 2 to till that number part.
till that number, it will give the error actually. If you are checking for 7, so 7 will divide by 7. Okay, so that will create a problem, no? So you will get a factor 7, but that is not, no? So it in the 7 case, you will get a like it is divisible by 7, so you will get a factor and output will be not prime.
Sir, but we
So
can go up to 7 divided upon 2.
Yes, sir. For the efficient part, sir, means here we are
efficient part,
dividing. Suppose
so that we can do like this. Okay, so I into I. Okay, and then this is less than 2 n, or this is less than, I think we have to take some one. This is also a one efficient way. So why we need to check till n? We can check till only square root of n. Okay, so suppose if you are checking, because after that okay, so let me explain here in the prime number code. So suppose if you are checking for like 49. Okay, so we will check from this is now divisible by 2 or not, then 3, then 4 and 5, and then 6, and then 7. This is only enough to check number. Okay, after that if here you are getting, so 2 into some value, 3 into some value, and till 7 into 7 you are getting this 49. Okay, after that 8, so that is just a reverse things. Okay, so here this side value will be decrease. So this is what part you have written till here, so reverse that will become a reverse things. Okay, so like 8 into this value will now decrease. Or for better example, 16, if we take 16, we can get 2 into 8. Okay, now 3 into it is not divisible by, okay, and 4 into 4. Now after, so this is the required step, but after that 5 into it is not divisible, but 6 into it is not divisible, and 7 uh, into it is not divisible, but 8 you can see we are getting 2. So now this is just a reverse point of this. Okay, so 8, 2 into 8 we have already checked. Now 8 into 2 is coming. So because of that, only we can check till this square root of n. What value of we are getting for this 16.4. So just check only from 2 to 4 if this number is divisible by all. So that you can put for the efficiency. But here we are not looking for the efficiency at this stage. So, but yeah, if you know this, you can use this approach. Okay. So this is 4.7. So okay, time is done. So we have the 7.8 and 7.9 also, but that have actually some different logic, because that have some file structure. So let me open the problem first, but that will not complete. Uh, and CD practice 7.8 synchro. Okay, so here some this code is some different. Okay, so here we are just reading one command, so df dash h. Actually it generate all the uh, that things tasks which are running. Okay, so this you can see gives the disk and file system usage information it generates. So based on that data we need to categorize that data on this given condition. Okay, and some hint is given for this problem. You can store all the output of this command into a file df.txt, and after that just read the line by line of each file and just filter your that categorize your output based on the given condition. So and you can just read the file by this, like this command. So that is also given here. And okay, so what is the output? Let's see the outputs for this. Okay, so I think this so you can see df dash h. So this command is showing this file, this data. Okay, so here file system is given, size is given, used, avail, use percent mount this. So use percentage is data is given. Okay, 62%, 1%, 36%. So this data is given. So we categorize our this file system based on this use percent. Okay, so 0 to 50%, what are the file systems, and 50 to 75, what are the file system. So some categories is given, 5 categories is given, and you need to filter the each file system into the same given category. And this mounted on this path, this what path is this is given, slash run slash user slash this value. This you need to print in the output. Okay, filtering. So that is the problem. So you can try this. Okay, with the help of some hint. But I think some output have some issue. So maybe some test case will not pass. We will check this. I have also written the code for that, but it is working fine, giving the output as required format, but test case was not passing. So I'll check that what is the issue with the test case. But yeah, you can try your task, what task is given in the question statement. Okay, so as question statement. So yeah, this have some long solution. So we will consider. So this problem number 8 and 9 both have very similar. Only the some very small changes. So I think that we will cover in the next session, maybe Saturday or maybe next Tuesday. Okay.
Sir, one question. Sir, this is related to the graded assignment question 4, GRPA 4.
7.4.
Yes, sir.
I think it is already given in the forum that some issue is there.
Yeah, yes, sir. So that's what
I have checked. It is given on some 1 second.
So
VLAX or maybe.
So same question was asked in 2024 also, July 2024.
Maybe it is not corrected. So if we have mentioned that it is not, it will not evaluate it, so we will remove that. So
sir,
don't worry about it.
Okay, sir, because there's no response to the question. That's the reason I asked.
I think I have respond. Okay, maybe not on this system command.
So no, there's in the first one.
No, I have checked some response on that. Yeah, you can see this one. Week-7 font same, na? So you see our TA has mentioned that this is not considered for evaluation.
Okay, sir. Because we
So
don't have access to the system commands group, so that's the
okay,
reason.
okay, yeah. Yeah, so the one long thread have already going on the system command, so we have responded on that. I think, yeah, that issue is not resolved. We forgot to resolve that. So this time also we will remove this. Maybe next time we will correct it this.
Okay, sir. So should I post in the thread that this is like I had a word with you and this is not fitting?
Okay, so which, one second, which post
In,
you have this query on your?
intro to Linux group.
Which, this one, na?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, out. Okay, no one responded.
No one has responded, sir.
Okay, okay, I'll respond. Okay, today. Mhm. I'll respond, okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, just you can try the last two questions. Maybe test case will not pass, so don't worry about that. Just do your task according to the question. Just check output is coming in the correct format or not. Okay, otherwise you will discuss in the next session.
Sir, one quick question. For OPP, we'll be using the terminal only, not the dashboard interface that we use for GRP.
Only the same VM which you are using currently. Same VM you will use. Same structure will be there. Like you have to create one folder, you have to enter into the folder, and you have to enter into the problem folder. Then you can run your command. So
Oh,
same type of will be there on the VM. No dashboard.
okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank
Okay.
you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Excuse
So
me,
thanks.
sir.
Yes, Sonali. Go.
Sir, I want to ask you that from week 7, I am getting the error in the code. I writing in the code, but it's showing error. So maybe
Which
it's a
person?
syntax
Which
error.
person? Which person?
So from week 7, sir.
From week 7. Which problem you are
In
getting the
practice
error?
question, sir.
PPA.
Sir, in practice questions.
Okay. What error you are getting?
Sir, I think it's a syntax error. So what should I do, sir, for
You
that?
can post this course, no? So we will check, or maybe some other will check and will respond.
Okay, sir.
Okay, post on the discourse with snapshot or with code you are writing. This is practice, so you can definitely discuss with others. You can post, you can ask. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Then thanks everyone. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.